So thanks for coming on and looking at this video. I'm not going to give you a big educational lesson, but what I am going to tell you is that sales is a mindset issue. If you are in the wrong mindset and you don't have a process to back that up, you're always going to struggle with sales. And I want to tell you a quick story today about the first time that I did my big sale, which was the foundation for me growing my studio that supports 7 full-time staff and also gives me a 6-figure salary every year. Now, what happened was about 5 years ago, I just had a gym, and it wasn't really bringing in the money that we needed, me and my wife. I run the gym with my wife. And we knew we needed some help because we seem to be working more now than when I was a freelancer. And of course, that's not what you want to do. You don't want to be a slave to your business. So I realized that I needed some help with, how to implement a good, solid sales process into the business. So we got a mentor, and we went through the process, and we learned everything. I knew what to do. We were starting to get inquiries, and it came to the point where, right, this is how we're going to implement it into our business. And I remember one day I had my first consultation, but my head was just telling me, no, it won't work. Go back, free 10-pack, 10-pack, 10-pack. And I sat down and I sold a 10-pack to this gentleman, and I had to go home and tell my wife. And my wife was like, why didn't you just do the process? And I was like, it wouldn't work for me. I was giving these rubbish excuses. I'm getting the wrong leads, they're all the wrong people, this sales process won't work for my business. But it was all me messing things up. It was me being too stubborn to take myself out of the comfort zone. But the funny thing was, what I was doing wasn't really working. So I went home and told my wife, as I mentioned before, and she said, you've got to implement this, Neil. You've got to implement it. You've got to believe in it. And I had a sale the next day. Now, we had kind of started putting all our messaging out there to attract the over 45s, the over 50s. And we was getting a lot of these people kind of inquiring emails. So I had a consultation booked for a Mrs. Athanasio. I remember it because I remember driving into work with the music on and reading, right, this is going to be the one. I'm going to get the big sale. And I came in and I had everything ready. I had the waters on the table for me and Mrs. Athanasio. And this lady walked through the door. Now, she was about 65. Well, she's 65. And straight away, she's not going to buy off me the new way. Came into my head. But I kind of then just remember my wife's face. And I thought, if I go home and tell her I haven't done it again because of my stupid mindset issues, there's going to be more to pay. Because we invested in the mentoring, which, for good education, you have to pay. So we had to get return on the investment. So I had to do it. I had to take myself out of that comfort zone and forget about my kind of behaviours that have led me to this point. And she was a little old woman. She had 2 shopping bags. Never seen somebody inquire about personal training like this before. But she sat down and she said to me, you understand people. Nobody's understand me before, and that's why I've never been to a gym. She told me that because you spoke about the problem and because you presented yourself as the solution, I understood what I needed to do. So I did my sales process that I'd been taught to the T. She was very emotional. Sales is about building the problem and presenting the solution. And if you can do that in the correct way, then the money becomes relevant. And I turned around to her and I said, well, look, I really want to work with you, but this is going to take 8 to 12 months. Now, we do have an 8 to 12 month program, with the 12-month program being the better rate. would you like to do it? And Anna presented her the price. And she said, Neil, I want to do it. This is for the rest of my life. I want to do the 12 months, but I want to pay up front. I know if I pay up front, I'll do it. Now, I'll give you the contrast. The day before, I did a 10-pack for £300. Ridiculous prices. Ridiculous prices. Mrs. Athanasia gave me £4,500 up front. And she's been a member for 4 years. So from that one sale, I've generated £18,000 from one client. And what's more, she tells everybody how great we are. And what I came to realise is that sales is nothing about money. Sales is about building a problem and presenting the solution. And if you can do that correctly, then money is more, solving the problem is more important than the money that they spend. And that way you're going to get committed clients that want to pay your prices. If you bring people in on price, they're always going to be looking at the price, and they're always going to be wondering whether they can afford you, and they're never going to be fully committed. So that's my story. I've now got 7 full-time trainers working for me. I've got a business that I love. I've got a business full of people that do personal training for 12 months at a time. And what's more, that's given me more freedom to do stuff. And that's why I'm talking in the camera today. I'm talking in the camera today because I want to help more people like you help more people so that you can build a business just like me. You know, at one point, I was a struggling personal trainer. My mindset wasn't allowing me to move into that zone of change, that uncomfortable zone. And once I did, all the magic happened. Now, in order to do that, you obviously have to have a process in place, the process that I teach, the Art of Fitness Sales. But you have to have the confidence that there is a way out of the situation you're in. All right? I'm always here to help. You can inbox me. I will get in touch with you. It's not about money for me. It's about building a community that support each other. And that's what this video is for. It's my experience to help you get the confidence to grow your business. So look, take care. I hope that helped. It helped me, so I'm sure it can help you. Get in touch. Watch out for me. Download any information. And join the Art of Fitness Sales. A great community in there. We're not a huge group, but there's lots of information for you to use in your fitness businesses. All right, you take care. All the best. Bye now. Click.